So, dear friends, I'm very honored to introduce to you Dr. Vikrant Singh Tomar, great scientist from India, scientist of consciousness, and of many other scientists. And as we were speaking, he made a master degree in 4 different subjects, and in philosophy and many other technical aspects. And he is a convener of the United Consciousness organization in India, and has many other duties. Very important to take care of yoga in India and abroad. And he is guiding many people and supporting them to organize proper validation of yoga in the society and to bring proper standards for the yoga education, not only in India, but worldwide, which is now happening soon in 1 month, as you said, and many, many other things. And we are very happy that today he will speak to us how with yoga we can manage our life in a better way. So please.
Thank you, respected Janko-ji, friends, offline, online, attending the program today. I'm really very excited to be here. And the more I travel, the more I meet people, the more I see transformations in life happening due to yoga, the more I feel inspired. It reminds me of a very old kingdom in India. So there was an old kingdom, ancient kingdom, and in that there was a prince of that kingdom. He was announced as the crown prince. So he will be the next emperor, next king. So he thought, now I'm the crown prince, I should start taking the responsibilities. So first I should start know my whole state. He started traveling across the state. Then from state, then he realized, now I should know my palace also. He started looking all rooms of the palace and everything about the palace and functions. So in his inquiry to know palace, he saw a room which was locked for years. So he got the keys and opened the room. So there were many paintings of many things there. He started dusting all the paintings and looking at all the paintings. At a particular painting, which was one of the most beautiful paintings, he stood there, started staring at it. The painting was of a small child, a girl child. And the title of the painting was Princess of Kashi. And the girl was so pretty that almost he fell for that girl. The moment he saw that there was a signature of the artist just down at the painting, and a date was written there, and that date was 15 years back. So he added the expected age of the girl child with 15 years. So the new age number came, and this age was almost of his own age. Suddenly he got a sankalpa, a determination, that wherever this girl is, she is of my own age. I am going to marry her only. And now every day he will do nothing, come, sit in front of that picture and start staring. King and queen were they were worried. A minister was deputed to understand what is the matter. So when minister came to understand the matter, minister started smiling. And minister said, look, prince, we need to talk. Prince replied, no talking. First you promise you'll get me married to her. She is a princess. I am a prince. I deserve her. She deserves me. Minister took a deep breath and said, look, prince, just permit me to speak. Once I finish, if you still insist to get married to her, I promise I will give away my life to get you married to her. Now he was ready to listen. Minister said, Prince, it is an old It's a 15 years old story. You'll be happy to know that I know this girl. I know the artist who made this painting. I know everything about this painting. Even this painting was made in front of me. Prince had tears of joy. He was all his ears. He said, don't stop, keep speaking. He continued, Minister, that 15 years back, there was a big fiesta, a function in our kingdom. So we invited kings and queens of different parts of the country to attend that program. And there was a skit company, a drama company was also invited. And this company was going to play a drama called Princes of Kashi. That was the name of the drama. But the day the drama was to be presented, one day before, that girl who was supposed to play as the Princess of Kashi's childhood role, she fell sick. And she felt that much sick that she couldn't stand on her feet. Now, what to do? Next day, everybody was there to see the drama, and the main character was sick. They were clueless. At that moment, the queen of our empire, means your mother, minister said, suggested a grand idea. And the idea was, you know what, Prince? That time you were also very small. And you used to look very pretty. So we thought, why don't we put a wig to you, give some makeup, give some rehearsal, and put you on the stage as in Princess of Kashi. So this is what actually happened. You were made Princess of Kashi and you played as Princess of Kashi in the drama. And the drama was super hit. In order to remember the drama forever, we got a painting of yours made. And the title of the painting was Princess of Kashi. So minister said, so my dear prince, the one whom you are searching everywhere, the one without which you cannot remain happy, the one which you want at any cost, the one which is the key to your success, the one who is the definition of your peace. Tat Tvam Asi, Prince. You are that prince. And that is what yoga is all for. Yoga makes our whole efforts, journey, our whole endeavors self-focused. It tells you that you are the one who is responsible for all your happiness, all your miseries, all your achievements, all your failures, all your stress, all your peace. There is not a single blow undeserved. Whatever blow you face in your life, if you think deep, if you dig deep, somewhere, some way, consciously, unconsciously, directly, indirectly, you deserved it. Why? Not to punish you. It's not a punishment program, but to develop you, but to evolve you. At times, when the doctor gives us a vaccination, it hurts. A baby cries at the top of her voice. At times it aches, but it is for our good. So many experiences of life comes as a vaccination, which creates pain when they happen, but provides gain later on. When we all started walking, you remember, we used to walk on our knees initially, then we used to cuddle, we used to gradually started walking. So how our mother used to teach us? While we used to scroll, mother used to put an object in front of us. And we used to be so excited seeing that object. And we'll crawl to the object. And suddenly mother will pick the object and remove it and put to a distant place. Again, we'll reach to that place, mother will put somewhere else. And If you see, mother is not letting us achieve it, but actually mother is teaching us achieve it. So the point is, this is what is the complete yoga philosophy. It helps you to achieve what you deserve. And what you deserve actually, what you deserve, what we all deserve. Even if a person is a theist or a believer, one thing which everybody of us deserve. Let me ask from you, what kind of life you want for your kids? Tell me one word that will define, only one word answer if you have kid, or whomsoever you love if you don't have kids. Whomsoever you love, what is one word answer to this question? What do you want that for that person? I'm waiting for everybody's answer. Peace and happiness is the goal of every rule of life. Whatever we do, wherever we do, howsoever we do, is for peace. Like, for example, right now, the way you are seated. You are comfortable in the way you are seated. That's why seated this way. Your body knows how to keep it peaceful, comfortable. Your mind wants to be peaceful and comfortable. And this is the objective of life. But when we say peace and happiness, it should be permanent peace and happiness, not a roller coaster ride. Today I'm happy, tomorrow I'm sad. So what is your mood depends on the day. Right? So it shouldn't be like this. And that is why yoga says, increase your objectives, make it higher. Not day-to-day happiness, it should be a permanent happiness, isn't it? How many of you have seen Tom and Jerry from behind? Anybody see Tom and Jerry? You saw that? I also saw that. My question to you is, it's been 40 years we have been seeing it. But this fellow Tom still could not catch Jerry. Why? Running after him for life, but since last 40 years, he didn't catch Jerry. Can you tell me why? Wrong approach. Behind there. Why Tom couldn't catch Jerry? The cartoon will be finished. Yeah. Why Tom could not catch Jerry? So there was a cat called Tom. Why it is so? Eat it and finish it. What's thought? Why? Why doesn't go? More or less, Tom is unable to catch Jerry. Almost in every cartoon. Why it is so?
Something. Yes, for sure, something that we can have addressed.
Perfect.
Like chasing for
See, all your answers are correct. But there is one more way to look at it. Look, it's true that Tom is bigger in size and Jerry is small in size. That's correct. Tom is heavy, as he said. Jerry is not. The Tom is more powerful, more bigger, heavier than Jerry. Jerry is small. But if you look deep, see what is the purpose of Tom. Tom is running only for one-time meal. This is the complete purpose of Tom. What is Jerry for Tom? One breakfast or one dinner. Nothing else. So the purpose of Tom is very small. Complete purpose of Tom is eating. One-time meal. Such a small purpose Tom has. Look at the purpose of Jerry. Jerry is running to save his life. For him, the purpose is big. And in life, purpose precedes performance. Higher the purpose, higher the performance. If you see in life, there are many people living on this planet just like Tom. Very small purpose. What is the purpose of life? I want to make a house, 4 cars, 2 cars, some land, some bank property, 20 countries I should visit, have kids or not have kids, have fun, die one day. It's a very small purpose. Looking at the potential that we have, it's nothing in comparison to the potential. And when our purpose is small, our performance becomes small. We'll end up hitting what we want to achieve. We all are, as Vedas says, Shrunanti Vishwa, listen, whole world, Amritasya Putra, you are descendants of divine. You are not ordinary being. See, Charles Darwin said in evolution, since last 4 billion years, 14 billion years of existence of this universe and billions of years of existence of this planet, for the first time a species was raised to human beings. We are Amritasya Putra. We are the best possible specimen that have ever walked on the planet. For what? To eat, sex, earn money, have family, and die one day. Is it the whole purpose? We need to raise the purpose. I'm not saying not to do all this. I'm saying do it. No, they are stations, not destinations. So, here I am. Here is the highest purpose. Permanent bliss. Come what may. Absolute emotional independence. I love you, but I do not depend on you for my peace. I am full of compassion for you, but in your misery, I will not become miserable. So I have emotional independence and I'm peaceful, come what may in all the situation, irrespective of situation. This is the objective. This is me. Make sense so far? Now this has to connect that. And connect in Sanskrit is called yoga. Yoga means to add. To add this is called yoga. So yoga means to add you to your highest purpose. Do I make sense? So there are 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps this person can reach here. I'm going to talk about these 3 steps. Is it okay? First step, Karma Yoga. Second step, Upasana Yoga. Third step, Jnana Yoga. 3 steps. Let's go step by step. First is Karma Yoga. Karma literally means any thoughts. Oh, it's to act. Karma means act. Act means any thought, feeling, emotion, words, or action. Everything is a karma. In the law of the land, when you commit a crime, you will be behind the bars. But in the spiritual realms, even if you think of doing something wrong, it will have a spiritual imprint. So here, even thinking is a karma. Because whatever you think leaves an imprint on your psyche, you know that. So the karma has taken place. So there are 3 principles to live karma yoga. Fine. So how to do karma yoga? First principle. Know what is karma and what is vikarma. How many of you have heard this word vikarma? Nice. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that what is karma, what is vikarma, and what is akarma, you should know this. And Krishna also says, even the wisest of the wise get confused about what is karma and what is vikarma. So first thing about karma yoga we need to do is know what is karma, what is vikarma. Vikarma means karma, I told you, any action. Vikarma is wrong action, which is not appropriate. Fine. So one-liner definition of karma yoga, I will say, right action with right attitude. I repeat, right action and right attitude is karma. So what is right action? Doing karma, not doing the karma is right action. Fine. So what is vikarma for that matter? What is vikarma? How will you know? Anything which you try to control, which is beyond your controlling limits, is a vikarma. So vikarma has got two things. One, if you try to control something which is not in your control, it's a vikarma. It's wrong. And second, when you do something which will hurt somebody, it's a vikarma. Tamasic karma is a vikarma. Karma which will hurt somebody is a vikarma, and any karma which you will do and you are trying to control the uncontrollable, it means you are doing a vikarma. It's a recipe of misery when you try to control which is not controllable. With me so far? So the most important thing of life is knowing what is karma and what is vikarma. With me? Karma means something that you can control. With me? Vikarma is something that you cannot control, but still you want to control it. Do it. Make sense? Fine. So the time of test. Ready? Good. Good students. So if you have understood it, something that you can control is karma, can't control is vikarma. And know the difference in this, says Krishna. I'm giving a small test. I'm going to narrate some situations to you. If you say it's karma or it's a vikarma, once you say it, I'll tell you the right answer. If your answer is correct, give yourself +1. Answer is wrong, give yourself -1. Keep calculating. First question. You're going on a railway station and train got delayed. For you, is it karma or vikarma? Can you control it or not? So when you say can't control, then it is part of your vikarma. If you will try to, vikarma means if you think about it, if you worry about it, it's vikarma. Perfect. So I'll repeat. And the maximum time to answer is 3 seconds. Very good. Train got delayed. Karma, vikarma. Okay. If you couldn't answer in 3 seconds, means you are wrong. Give yourself -1. Second question. Your past mistakes, karma, vikarma. If you're not speaking, give yourself -1. Third question. Your behavior towards others, karma, vikarma. Your performance, karma, vikarma. Your performance appraisal, karma, vikarma. Your boss writes your performance appraisal sheets. Nice. Now this is good. Your promotion in job. You're doing good. Your mood. Your boss's mood. Fine. You're doing very fast. Now this. My kids' education. Ah, nice, nice. Your results. Results. The results is become. You can't control it. Make sense? Now, yeah. So, what is the recipe of misery? People who keep pondering upon the karma, it's a recipe of misery. You keep worrying about things you can't control. You have nobody to blame in this world other than yourself. Make sense? With me in this? Your spouse's behavior, karma or vikarma? Your mood, karma or vikarma? Now, everybody who is gaining points saying my mood is a karma, don't dare ever use this word. He spoiled my mood. He can't spoil your mood. Your mood is a karma for you. Your zone of control. With me? Perfect. Good. So this is the first point. So karma yoga means know what is karma, know what is vikarma. And as I say, right action. This is right action. Second is right attitude. What is right attitude? Right attitude means when you know you can't control the results, if results are favorable, what should be in your mind? Say, whenever results are favorable, it's Ish Icha. Fine. Or Ish Kripa, sorry, Ish Kripa. God's grace. When the results are favorable, what should we say? God's grace. Yes. Because you can't control results. It means it is somebody's grace, isn't it? Better to call that somebody God. If your results are not favorable, what should you say? God willing. Fine. So the point is, God will, result didn't come favorable. God's grace, result came favorable. So if results comes favorable, it's God's grace. If they don't come favorable, it's God's will. So this attitude is called karma. Do I make sense? I do my 100%, give your best and leave the rest is done. Make sense? And what I will do, whatever I can control. Control the controllables. And about the results, if they are favorable, don't give credit to yourself. Because you know in the first step, you can't control results. So if something which you can't control, if they are favorable, what credit is yours in that? Make sense? If you can control your game every time Croatia will win the football game, it won't happen. You will give your best 100%. At times you win, at times you lose. It means something else. Measuring it, you can call it luck, uncontrollable, God, whatever. Do I make sense? So these are the three things you need to remember. And if we live it, it's called karma. Make sense? First, karma vikarma. Second, result favorable, God's grace. Unfavorable, God willing. Done. Make sense? With me in this? Perfect. Now we'll go to second aspect, second step. Upasana yoga. Upasana yoga. Heard of it? So what is Upasana yoga? This is step number 2. Once you have mastered this karma yoga, you have started living that karma yoga. Automatically what will happen is, it will make chitta shuddhi. What is the gift of? I asked you, what is the gift of yoga to you? The karma yoga's written gift is chitta shuddhi. Chitta means mind, shuddhi means purity of mind. You will have malice for nobody. You give your best, nothing came. God willing. You give your best, you result came favorable. God's grace. Nothing belongs to you. You'll have no malice for anybody. Your spouse is behaving very weird. Remember, is it karma or vikarma? So karma yoga will give you purity of mind. I can't control the way he behaves, period. I won't think about it. Let me think, how do I respond to it? Do I make sense? So karma yoga, if you are practicing karma yoga, the written gift is, you will have malice at all for nobody. If you blame others, you haven't started yet. If you blame self, you are halfway through. If you blame nobody, you have arrived. Karma yoga. With me? Now, once that state of mind is achieved, then go to Upasana. It's not needed that you need to wait for this. You can do parallelly, but Upasana yoga requires some eligibility. Upasana yoga means it has 4 parameters. First, it has got 4 disciplines. Upa means near. Asana means sitting. Upasana means sitting near. Whom are you sitting near to? Nearest to? Fine. She is sitting near to Christina and nearest to herself. So Upasana yoga means sitting next to whom? Exactly. So Upasana, Up means sitting. Near, Up means near to, asana means sitting. Sitting near to self is upasana. Make sense? Once your mind is pure, now you can close your eyes, you can sit near to yourself. There is less volcanoes in sight. Why? You have less people to blame outside. Now there are 4 disciplines of upasana. First, I'll mention 4. First is it's called Kayik Anushasana, right? Physical discipline. Second, sensory discipline. Third, verbal discipline. Fourth, mental discipline. Body, physical discipline. Sensory discipline. Third is verbal discipline. Fourth is mental discipline. With me? Let's talk first. What is physical discipline? It's very simple. Physical discipline means the discipline of the body. Keep this body fit. It is the temple of the God. Fine. So this body has to be kept fit. Right quantity and right quality we should eat. With me in this. Right quality and right quantity. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, how to live this physical discipline? Krishna says, Yuktahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmashu, yukta sapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. What does that literally mean? Yuktahara viharasya. Yukta ahar. Yukta means balance. Ahar means what you eat. Assure that you are eating right quantity and the right quality. 1. Yuktahar viharasya. Vihar means recreation. You should give enough time for recreation also. Life is not about 2 punch and 1 lunch in office, isn't it? Life is more than that. Viharas. Now you should have some time for recreation. Yukta chestasya karmashu. Not only recreation. Yukta means balanced. Chesta, efforts. Karmashu. Whatever you do with the balance efforts. Even in your job, go give proper time. In the recreation, give proper time. Right quantity and quality of food. Yuktahar, viharasya, yukta chestasya, karmashu. Efforts should be balanced. Second line says, yukta swapnavabodhasya. Go to bed at time. Who goes to bed at late? Raise your hands. How many of you think you actually go to bed reasonably late? Can you raise hands? If not, it's great. Yukta swapnava bodhasya, get up as sun gets up. So get up in time, sleep in time. Yogo bhavate dukkha. This is the yoga which eliminates all dukkhas. This is the first parameter, physical discipline. With me? Second, sensory discipline. I wish youth would have been here more. Sensory discipline. 5 senses we have. The sensory discipline says, I will not see anything which will not take me towards my purpose of life. Fine. So Ferrari cars, their CEO was asked, you have got best of the cars in the world. Why don't you give ads in television? We see no ads of Ferrari in television. Have you seen that? No. Ferrari never gives a TV ad. So when the CEO was asked, why don't you give ad on TV? Or make reels of it, Ferrari. The CEO replied, people who are wasting time watching TV can never make it to a Ferrari. They are not our target segments. We don't want to, because they are wasting their time. I will not see anything which will not take me towards my purpose of life. Imagine a student living with this discipline. Imagine a professional living with this discipline. I will not listen to anything which will not elevate. No gossips. Thank you. No gossips. Whatever I will do, all my 5 senses will be targeted towards my purpose of life. And then how will you not achieve it? Do I make sense? This is sensory discipline. Focused. All senses focused. Like for example, right now, all 5 senses to me. Make sense? Third is verbal discipline. Okay, how much marks would you like to give yourself on sensory discipline? Sensory discipline says all your 5 senses, you do nothing which does not take you towards your objective. If you do everything which takes you towards you do only those things throughout the day which takes you towards your purpose of life, then give yourself 10 on 10. 50% this or that, 5 on 5. 20% only I do it. 20, give 2 marks. Give yourself marks. It will help us to understand our sensory discipline as per yoga. Go ahead.
I don't know, maybe 50.
Perfect. 5. First thought is right one. Quick. Now we'll go to the third. Would you like to answer? Percentage. Okay, no worries. No. Third is verbal discipline. Verbal discipline means I should be very mindful of what I say. Because words have energies. They hurt people. They disturb state of mind. Whole universe is the manifestation of vibrations. So be mindful about what you say. Words are very important. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, how should you speak? Anudvega karam vakyam, satyam priyam hitam chaya. 4 parameters. 4 parameters. Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva vagmaya tap uchyate. The 4 parameters are there whenever you speak. 4 filters. First word it says, Anudveg karam vakyam. Whenever you frame a sentence, ask yourself, am I emotionally charged? If you are emotionally charged, finger on the lip, don't say anything. You are going to speak nonsense. Fine. How many of you later on regretted when you spoke in the sway of emotions? How many of you felt after speaking, I should have kept quiet? It was not. Anudveg karam vakyam. Whenever you are emotionally charged, don't speak. Satyam, second parameter, second filter. It should be factually correct what you're saying. Perceptually, no. Factually correct. Like for example, if somebody is getting up at 10 o'clock in the morning, you say you are very lazy. Look, what you want to say is you are getting up late today, but the word you are using is lazy. Lazy is a big title. The boy may feel, come to the basketball ground in the evening, I'll show you how much lazy I am. Because you don't title people. Just say what you can observe. Do I make sense? So be factually correct. Anudveg karam vakyam satyam, factually correct. Priyam. Whenever you speak, ask yourself, was it the best possible words to say this? Did I use the best words? Because some people speak so bitter that it kills another person. Your truth should not be bitter. Use the best possible words to put it. How much marks would you like to give yourself in putting it the best possible words? 3. Perfect. The way out is after, whenever you say anything, I'm practicing it. Let me tell you how do I practice. After every sentence, whenever the conversation is over, sit back and think, could I have made it better?
I have a question for
Yeah.
you. I tried to answer your question. 1 to 10. There is so complex situation of all temperaments, inside me, so I give my best. It's there. But if something happens, I'm ready to forgive myself. I will say, what I will say,
I appreciate. Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah.
Generally, when such questions are asked, the answer should not be contemporary. You should take by and large 1 month in your mind and answer it. But I buy your thought. What you said is absolutely correct. Fine. So now we go further. This is verbal discipline 4. And second line says very interesting. So Satyam Priyam. Last word is 4th parameter. Hitam. It should benefit the person you are talking to. Don't speak anything which won't benefit another person. So whenever you are into any conversation, ask yourself, why should that person listen to this? I did this, I'm great, I'm this. So what? How will it benefit that person who is listening? If nothing, don't waste his and your time. Do I make sense? Anudve karamvakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat. But these are 4. We are not used to it. And that's why Krishna says in second line. Swadhyaya bhyasanam chaiva. Swadhyaya. After every conversation, ask yourself these 4 questions. And did I live up to these 4 parameters? Swadhyaya. Self-analysis. Abhyasanam. Then practice it again and again. Vagmaya tapochate, you will achieve verbalism. Make sense? Pass. Verbalism. And the last and the 4th one is mental discipline. Mental discipline. Keeping your calm, cool in any situation is mental discipline. Meditation teaches you that. Remember that football match between, I think, Italy and France? Last one, that World Cup, Zinedine Zidane and Materazzi. How many of you see 2006 World Cup? How many of you remember that? 2006 World Cup, that was such an unfortunate thing. It was quarterfinal match going on. France was leading, and the best player was the captain of France, Zinedine Zidane, in his best of the colors. France was about to defeat Italy out of the tournament. And Materazzi came near to Zinedine Zidane and said something close to him. And he abused something to him. But Zinedine Zidane refused to pay attention and kept playing. But Materazzi again came to him and spoke something very ill to him. Something very softly he spoke so that no mics can get what he said. But he said something very wrong to him. And the moment he heard that, he forgot. First, he is the captain of France. Second, it is quarterfinal going on. Third, whole nation's respect and expectations are on me at this moment. Fourth, millions of people are watching us live. He forgot it. And he gave a headbutt to Materazzi. He couldn't control his mind. And what Materazzi said, nobody could know. Mike couldn't resist it. But that headbutt was seen by everybody. And he was given the red card and he was made out of the match. And when he went out, even France, I think, lost that match. Going to say something? Yes. He said something wrong for his sister. But see, this is what is mental discipline. Remember Oscar 2022? That this Will Smith slapped that master of the ceremony because master of the ceremony spoke something wrong to his wife. And Will Smith couldn't control his mind and gave a slap, and he's barred from Oscar for next 10 years. Mental discipline. Do I make sense? Comes with meditation. 4 disciplines. Now what is the gift of Upasana Yoga to us? Gift of Karma Yoga, Chitta Shuddhi, purity of mind. Guess what is the gift of Upasana Yoga? Stability of mind. Your mind becomes stable. When your words are calculated, when you are focused, yes, when your mind is in control, you get stability. Now what you have? 2 things. Purity of mind, given by Karma Yoga, stability of mind, given by Upasana Yoga. Now this is called Karma. So purity of mind plus stability of mind equals to Gyan Yogyata. Now you are eligible to the divine knowledge. Because now you are very peaceful and still to receive whatever is coming. Now you are exactly in that stage. Now you will listen the right thing in the right perspective. Now when Guru speaks, transformation happens. Now comes Gyan Yoga. Step 3. Gyan Yoga has 3 things, 3 disciplines. Shravanam, listening. Now when you listen, your whole being becomes ears. Because you are absolutely still inside. You are absolutely pure inside. You're not thinking anything else other than what Master is saying. And you are understanding it in the same manner. Shravanam means listen to it. Reception becomes absolute. Second is Mananam, contemplation. Now, because your mind is still, you go back and you'll contemplate upon it. What was it? How do I see myself in that? Am I going in right direction? Am I living that way? And the third thing is Nididhyasanam, internalization. And then it becomes internalized. And the moment that wisdom gets internalized, Gyan Yoga is accomplished. Now you have a direct experience of it because it's internalized. So Karma Yoga gives Chitta Shuddhi, Upasana Yoga, Chitta Sthiti, Jnana Yoga, Jnana Prapti. It gives us knowledge. And then we get liberated. Do I make sense? But where is Bhakti Yoga? Bhakti Yoga is the foundation of all these 3. Without Bhakti, devotion, nothing can happen. Nothing at all can happen. So this boy, he's a teenager. He was very upset with his father. And because he wanted more liberty, he just have entered into teenage. It's from India. So he wanted, I want more liberty. The father said, what kind of liberty? He said, let me go alone. Father said, where? He said, I want to go from this place to that place in train alone. Nobody. So if you have ever happened to be in India, anybody? So there's something called Mumbai local. Hundreds and thousands of people sit in train. Whole rush gets into it. It's very rushy. You don't get even place to stand, leave alone sitting at times. So it's very difficult ride. It's not easy ride. So he wanted to go alone in Mumbai local, the local train of Mumbai. And he was crying, you don't trust me, there's that, rebellious child. Now what to do? Then father said, okay, fine. If that makes you feel confident, go ahead. Then father wrote something. And that on a piece of paper and folded that piece of paper and gave it to that child. That boy said, you keep it in your front pocket. Don't open it. But if you feel extremely afraid, puzzled, clueless, then only you open it and read it. Otherwise, don't read it. Is it okay? He said, fine. And then he enters into Mumbai local. Huge rush. He was thrown inside the train compartment. He had no place to sit. Very difficult, with great difficulty, he got some place to stand. And he was, because he is less in age, people were staring at him. Suspicious people were looking at him. And now he started feeling afraid. People are looking at me. Something wrong may happen. This, that. And then he started feeling, he started sweating. What to do? And then he realized that it was the wrong decision, fighting for my father and entering into this Mumbai local. And suddenly it reminds of him. And he remembered the father gave something. If I'm afraid, I should read it. He takes out the piece of paper and he reads. And what is written on that piece of paper? It is written, my dear son, don't worry. I'm just behind you in the last birth, on the last birth. Don't look back. I'm just behind you. And the moment he read it, father wrote, I'm just behind you on the back seat. He felt so much relaxed. He put that paper again. He was full of joy because he knew his father is in the same compartment. And he was moving here and there in that rushy compartment. fearlessly. This is what is the power of faith. Do everything, but remember, our Father is in the same compartment, behind us, supporting us when we are on the right path. So, whenever we do these 3 yogas, as I said, Princess of Kashi teaches us that our everything of life, the key of our success is within us. Tat Tomasi, we are that. You are that who are responsible for everything. And peace and happiness, and that's why we should aim for the highest objectives possible. And what is highest objective? Peace and happiness, permanent peace and happiness. Because higher the purpose, higher the performance. Tom and Jerry taught us. Here I am, here my highest purpose. What is that purpose? To be happy at every moment in life. But how will I go from here to there? From sadhaka through sadhya, 3 steps. Karma yoga, upasana yoga, jnana. What is karma yoga? Karma yoga has got 2 things. Right action, right attitude. What is right action? Don't do any tamasic action, don't harm anybody. And second, know what is karma and know what is vikarma. And all of you got passed in the test, so you know what is vikarma. Fine. Second is right attitude, means whenever results comes who are which are favorable, it's God's grace, unfavorable, God's will. Nothing belongs to me. That gives you what gift it gives? Chitta Shuddhi, purity of mind. What is Upasana Yoga? Upa means near, Asana means sitting near to yourself. Sit near to yourself. 4 disciplines after sitting. First is physical discipline. How be balanced in what you eat, recreation, sleeping and getting up in the morning, says who? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says. Fine. Second is sensory discipline. Make your all 5 senses focusing towards only one object. You will achieve it, whatever that object is. Third is verbal discipline. Anudve Karamvakyam Satyam Priyamitam. 4-fold filter. Never speak in the sway of emotions. Second, speak what is truth. Third, put it in the best possible words. Fourth, it should benefit others. And Swadhyaya, practices it. Swat means think about it, reflect about it every time, and practice it again and again. Verbal discipline. What is mental discipline? Stability of mind. How it comes? Through meditation. From where you should learn? Mastery. Fine. So this is Upasana Yoga. What is the gift of Upasana Yoga? Chitta Sthiti, stability. One mind is stable and pure, then whatever master speaks, you receive it. Reception is called Shravanam. Shravanam means receiving, listening. And this is what is the first step of Jnana Yoga. Now you receive it. When you receive it, contemplate upon it. See whether you live it or not. And then internalize it. So contemplation is called Mananam. And third step is Nididhyasanam, means internalizing it. Once you internalize, means you have a direct experience of whatever is taught. The moment you have the theory and the direct experience, it means you got the jnana. So Chitta Shuddhi plus Chitta Sthiti gives Jnana Yogyata, eligibility of Jnana. But once you are eligible to achieve Jnana, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, listen, contemplate, internalize. Now you get Jnana. Now once you are a Jnani, liberation happens. Where is Bhakti Yoga? Foundation of all. Without Bhakti, you can't work. Without determination and dedication, you can't work, you can't meditate, you can't learn. It's the foundation of all. Do I make sense? And these are the 3 steps, that 4 yogas we achieve from here to there to be a permanent bliss. So how we do it? Walk on the path of life, being mentally peaceful, just like that small child, knowing that the Father is in this compartment. Don't worry, he'll be taken care of. So there was a mother, just like all of you. So there was a mother and he has a 3-year-old child. So that mother took that child to a shop. So that shopkeeper opens the vessel and there were lots of chocolates. Shopkeeper tells that 3-year-old child, take handful of the chocolates. Smiling. Small boy. The boy folded hand like this, said, no, uncle, I don't need it. I don't want it. Shopkeeper was surprised. A 3-year-old child is saying no to chocolates. Then shopkeeper looked at the mother and said, look, mother won't shout at you. I'm telling you, I'm giving it to you by my own will. Take handful of it. Child said, no, uncle, I don't take. I don't want. Shopkeeper again said, I won't even charge, I'm doing it. I'm giving you out of love. Take it. Take handful of it. He said, no, I won't take it. The shopkeeper was thoroughly impressed by the patience of the child. Then what he did is he took a handful of chocolates, himself, shopkeeper, and handed it over to the boy. And suddenly something interesting happened. Boy brought both of his hands in front and took all the chocolates from the shopkeeper, put all the pockets, filled all the pockets and stood again. It happened so fast that her mother was surprised and the shopkeeper was super surprised what happened to his patience. Then mother and child went away from the shop. Mother gave a pat at her back and said, you were such a nice child. Thrice he told you, the shopkeeper, to take it from your own hands. You refused. When the shopkeeper gave, why did you take them? Small child replied, Mommy, when I was going to the shop with you, I already had thought, if the uncle will tell me to take handful of chocolates, I will refuse. Because my hands are small, only little will come. Because my hands are small, only little will come. I wanted to do sadkarma in front of him, to show my patience. So that looking at my sadkarma, he himself out of happiness will give me a handful of chocolates. And mummy, when he gives handful of things, all pockets get filled and you miss nothing. So let's do our karma and let him give handful of blessings to us. Thank you very much. I'm so much happy to be here. My sincere thanks to Honorable Yedrankoji, one of the finest masters of yoga today. And I think Croatia as a country, Europe as a continent is blessed to have such masters who keeps inspiring and who acts as a flame. And I'm so happy to see so many other flames here who are interested in yoga in this pursuit. In September 24, between 14th to 22nd of September 2024, United Consciousness and Yedrankoji's Yoga Institution together are organizing one of the world's biggest online congress. This time the theme is establishing culture of peace. We need peace in this planet. Enough of wars. So 21st of September is United Nations International Day of Peace. So we are celebrating a week of peace. 150 nations representative will come. Lots of masters will come online and speak. You are most welcome to attend it all. It will take nothing, just a click. And all masters will be at your doorsteps. This is one. Second invitation to Yedrankoji will be speaking in that September Congress. Second is, which is a personal invitation to all of you. In India, Bharata, in the central province of India, Madhya Bharat, Madhya Pradesh, Ujjain is the name of the city, where on 14th, 15th, and 16th of February, a global spiritual conclave is happening. Respected Yedrankoji is coming. You all come there. Masters from 40 countries will come. And if you get confused about the dates, remember Valentine's Day, 14th February. 14, 15, 16 February, all masters from all parts of the world, all 6 continents, are coming to India, Ujjain, and be a part of the spiritual congress. And to add the topping on the cake, this is the same time when in Prayagraj, Kumbh Mela is being organized. So it can be 2 things together. You can witness the biggest religious festivals ever on the planet, Kumbh Mela, and you can witness the spiritual conclave at the same time. You're most welcome. We'll be happy to host you. Perfect. So it's all over. Any questions? Yedrankoji, why don't you join us to answer questions if anybody has anything? I love this country.
Thank you very much, Vikrant, for the presentation.
Your country is very beautiful. I loved every moment.
I think you will have for the February. group from Croatia.
Yes, you must come. You must come.
Yes. And regarding the teaching from Bhagavad Gita, the Lord Krishna was there in Sandipan
Oh, wow.
ashram learning Vedas in Ujjain.
Excellent.
So it's a beautiful place to visit.
Krishna's education took place in Ujjain. Sandipani ashram. So Krishna's Gurukulam is in Ujjain. I always say Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita to the world in Kurukshetra, but he learned Gita and Vedas in Ujjain. So come to that place. Ujjain is one of the world's most ancient cities. It lasted around 1,000 years before Lord Buddha himself. It's a very old city. You appear to be from India. Ah, nice. Which place from India? Amritsar. Nice. Yes, anybody if you have any questions? If you join any company in the world, all multinational companies, anybody who's working for any company, any job, anybody, every company has a mission statement. Yes. Without mission statement, there is not a single big company exists. Because companies know that without mission, you can't work. How will you get guidance? What to do, what is not to be done? Every individual should also write his or her mission statement. What does that mean? Mission statement means, what is it if I am able to do? I feel that my life is worth it. If I achieved it, even at this moment, if I die, I will die guiltlessly. What all you want to do in your life and make it very specific. Like, let me speak. Like, for example, mission statement can be, I want to be emotionally independent, financially independent, physically healthy, loving mother, responsible spouse, and whatever you want to see yourself as, write everything in your sections. Those small words. But be more specific. Good doesn't mean anything. Good means I want to be a good person. What is that good? Be more specific and define. Write down that mission statement. Step 1. Fine. What is this mission statement? Something, if you achieve it, even if this moment you leave your body, you will have no worries. Fine. So that is the mission statement. Once you have your mission statement ready, keep a photograph of it in your mobile. I have it. Whenever you are getting confused about anything, read your mission statement, ask yourself, if I do this, is it going to take me? Like, for example, if I'm behaving like I wrote in my mission statement, a responsible son. Oh, the word is a caring son. So when my mother says something to me, the mission statement line comes in my mind. If I behave like this, will I be a caring son? Answer is no. Should I do this? Like this. So mission statement becomes your guiding light. Ask yourself, will it take me there? Will it take me there? Will it take me there? After some time, you'll automatically start eliminating. It will help you to prioritize things. Does that make sense? Write a mission statement of my mobile and put it in mobile phone. Whenever you are double-minded, read it. Ask yourself, will it take me there? If no, change it. Have I answered you? It gives a great help. Go ahead. There is a final objective of life that is called mission statement. So that is where I want to achieve, where I want to reach. And then mission statement can be divided into small goals, which is certainly advisable to make small goals that will be in line with the mission statement. Let me tell you about it. 24 hours, not a single thing I do which is out of my mission statement. I don't remember anything. You become so much focused that whatever, this is the way it becomes. Like one of my mission statement is to promote ancient wisdom across the planet and be an instrument of it. I'm living it. Anna, to be a means of happiness, I'm doing it. So then what happens is, we don't need to have two buckets, something which gives you happiness and something which we are doing. The bucket becomes one. What you do gives you happiness also, and it is in line of your mission statement. You start loving your actions. Sense? Have I answered you? Should there be a balance between focusing on something and letting things go? It is called effortful effortlessness. Effortful effortlessness. Have you seen that Olympic game? What we call pole what it is called? Pole. Yes, jumping with the pole. That pole. So what you happen? What you do is you hold a pole in your hand and you hold it very tightly. If you make them open their hands, you'll find whole blood is here because the grip is so tight. Imagine lifting whole body weight on that pole. It's so difficult. So what he does it holds it very tight, takes full run up, put the pole at a point, jumps with the pole, complete strength. He holds the pole. Pole and he actually becomes one to that level he holds it. Yes. But what happens then? At a moment, he leaves it. Cut. Without attachment, zero attachment. Such great hold, zero attachment. And then the moment he leaves it, then things happen. So this is the zone of effortfulness. The moment he leaves the pole, then it happens to him. That is the zone of effortlessness. So there has to be a balance. It has to be effortful effortlessness. It should not be effortless effortlessness. Are you getting my head? So the point is, give whatever you're doing, give your 100%. And just like that Olympian, leave it at a moment. Now, idam namam, it's not mine. Whatever happened will happen. I did whatever is my hands. Jo mere haath mein, whatever was in my hands, I did it. And rest, I leave it. Fine. Up see these three yogas in that. Holding the pole with the complete might is called karma. Makes sense? This is called karma yoga. And after a moment leaving it and let things happen, it's called upasana yoga, meditation. Because samadhi happens to you. Don't go in samadhi, it happens to you. That is upasana yoga. When there is jnana yoga, tell me, holding and jumping, going to the top is karma yoga. Leaving and just getting suspended is upasana yoga. Where is jnana yoga? Knowing the moment when you should leave it. Majority of us don't know the moment when you should leave it. When you should leave your kids, when you should leave the things. Give your best and leave it. This is how it happens. Do I make sense? But there are some people who don't put any efforts. They take spiritual escape. They call their lethargy spiritual. No, spirituality doesn't make you lethargic. It makes you fiery. Fine, spirituality is fire. It burns all negativities in. So, but some people takes a spiritual escape. Don't take spiritual escape. Arjuna doesn't want to fight. He wants to take a spiritual escape. Krishna will not let anybody a spiritual refugee. No, no refuge. Krishna says, no, you have to fight. No spiritual refuge. Nothing doing. Fight. Do that make sense?
Point, really, that's a question. When considering often the organ, on the principle, I guess you can find the elements, the elements, right? If I understand correctly.
Very nice one.
So, like, to do things and then it can also apply others, other than elements, in the exact moment, for things.
You're absolutely correct. In fact, I'm so glad. This is such an eligible batch. Thank you very much for calling me here. I must appreciate and congratulate you for what you said. Karma Yoga, Upasana plus Upasana Yoga is Raj Yoga. So those 8 steps of yoga are Karma Yoga and Upasana Yoga complete. Remember where that 8 steps completes? What Patanjali says? These 8 steps gives you Viveka Khyati. What is Vivek Khyati? Jnana Yogyata. Now you have that Viveka Jagrata. Now your Vivek is Jagrata. Now you are eligible for Jnana. And then you get to Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Nirbij Samadhi, and then your journey begins. So Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, if you add, is a Raj. All 8 steps are covered. Salutations to you. Fine. Very soon, all whatever I taught is from this book. Not a single word is out of this book. So very soon it's in Hindi, but very soon it will be translated in English, and I'll gift it personally to him. Any other question? Have I answered? Though it was not a question, but what you mentioned is absolutely correct. It is that. And Swami Vivekananda called it Raja Yoga. Why he called it Raja Yoga? Swami Vivekananda said, it is what is to be done. It is the Raja of all the yoga. It is the supreme yoga. King yoga.
I'm only focused on married life because I see much convenience based on the role of the men, the role of the women who have to do work, who have to freedom for work, who have to do freedom to, I don't know, to divorce, to other things. What is the idea of the marriage? So who is how these 2 opposites work together to help each other to fulfill it.
Look, in any relationship which is very intimate, like marriage or any for that matter, it is very much important that at times, for this matter, I have seen many people who there is a gap. Like if 2 people are of the same age, we say age is the physical age, but there is something spiritual age also. So what happens is one of you are higher in spiritual age, another is lesser in spiritual age. Fine. Then what happens is that person who is lesser in spiritual age will have some different tantrums. And the person who is higher at spiritual age, that person will have different expectations. So how should I see the person who is lesser in spiritual age? The way you see a kid, an immature kid. How do you see an immature kid? When a kid says, no, 2 plus 2 equals to 5, you out of your maturity knows it's 4. But the kid is insisting that it's 5. You smile and you leave it. The point is, even if you try to induce your knowledge, it won't work. Why? Because the receptor is not ready right. Even if you try your level best, nothing will happen because that person needs to be eligible to receive it. And that person's spiritual age is not that much. So what should be done? A person who is higher at the spiritual understanding should see that person as we see a child. Know that the child is wrong in his understanding, but with compassion. That's fine. One fine day, the child will be educated. Patience, compassion. But when we try to, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna uses the word mandana na vichalayet. Mandan means who are slow in spiritual progress, don't disturb them. Because if you try to induce much, it will have opposite impact. So I think when there is a gap between spiritual maturity, then compassion, patience is the formula that works. And another thing is that person should be seen, one, as a kid, second, as a master. Why master? Because only a master asks you the most difficult questions. You feel you are elevated spiritually. You feel you are completely peaceful. And the moment you enter into your house, a big chaos is going. The moment big chaos is going on, your peace is evaporated. Now you realize you are not actually peaceful. You are in an illusion. You're not there. So the point is that person is acting as a very tough master, putting you the difficult paper. Now can you solve it? It will give us the mark sheet of our spiritual elevation. If you are still peaceful, it means you're there. If you're not, it means you're not. So every time the people who are the close, this is how universe is making plans. The toughest teachers are the closest ones. They are the toughest teacher. Person whom you needed the most will teach you actually that you need nobody. And the point is only that person can teach you that you need nobody. Fine. So the person on whom you depend the most will teach you one day. You should depend on nobody. And for your good. This is for your good. Do I make sense? So two things we should see in them. A kid and a teacher. And for both cases, teacher we respect, kid we compassion for if they are wrong. Do that make sense? But they give a mark sheet. How answer it? And another thing, how that another person will behave is a karma or vikarma. So we can't talk about another person. The person will elevate as when his or her time will. Make sense? Maybe one more lifetime. Something.
Recently, I found one quote. Somebody said, "Stand from Mahavata Babaji." Like, I don't know if it's real, but it has a nice message. Like he said that if somebody comes to him with a doubt, then he will give that person 100 reasons to doubt more. And but if someone approaches to him with love, he will give him 100 more much. Love.
Thank you for sharing. So I think it was a really wonderful discussion with all of you, and I felt that in Croatia now I have a big family. I have only one brother here, but now I have a big family here. I see unconditional love in all of your eyes. When I came here, I felt relatively that I'm new to this place, but now I feel at home more all that. Thank you for all this love and affection. Thank you for everybody who are watching us online. Thank you very much. And people from Bharat, it must be too late for you. I got message, some people from Bharat have joined. It must be too late for you. It must be 1 o'clock. Sleep well. I love you all.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Vikrant, for a beautiful evening. Very enlightening and inspiring. So then we hope we have many more videos like this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
What is the Christian? One row, then second row, then one row, then second